And tomorrow I will be in Granada, Andalusia, continuing my Andalus. I came here to see the city and most of all the famous Alhambra. And now I am by the cathedral, and more specifically one of the entrances, which is called La Puerta del Perdón, the Forgiveness Gate. And it is called so because a long time ago a convicted criminal ran through this gate into the cathedral and asked for forgiveness, and he was pardoned. So that's how the story goes. I will be filming snippets all through the city as I go along, and I hope that I'll get to show you some interesting bits. Let's go! This beautiful building is part of the old Medina, and it was built a very long time ago, at the very beginning of the 1300s. Let's go and see inside. Okay, it's very typical with a Santa courtyard, and then you have couple of levels up. You can still see the columns or the original, and the vines above it to keep some shade and coolness. Clever. I'm pretty sure they have quite an age. Look at that vine trunk. Got no idea, but I suspect that they are at least 100 plus years old. Of course, cobbled pavement and a little water feature. I was just passing by when I noticed this. I had no idea it's here. And you can just come in and have a look around. Let's have a look at the old capital bits. Mixture of wood and stone and tiles. Bricks rather. The doors are very narrow. Beautiful. Okay, one more look back. And I just can't help not to stare at this detailed ceiling bit. And that's around us on the beautiful building, and the cathedral is just, I don't know, like 30 meters away. Little side roads that are full of restaurants, and then here on this square we have this pretty building which is the city hall. And what I find interesting is the tattoo on the top of it. I'm not quite sure I get the meaning of it, but it's quite interesting nonetheless. Now let's see if we can sneak in. Well, you can if you have some business to do. That's a cool one. Security. Okay. Well, at least I've seen it from here. Cool lamp. It's interesting how on these tiny little streets they're allowed to park. One of the little shopping streets. And ta-da! It's a beautiful water fountain. Let's have a look at it a little bit up closer. Looks like a mishmash of everything. Styles and all. And Neptune is missing a part of his hand. But all together it looks. I'm amazed that the roses are still blooming here, because your season has long passed. Another pretty lamppost. And people just having lunches. Everywhere I look. I'm looking for churros. I found one, but it was only for takeaway. And I wouldn't mind sitting down. Another narrow one, and this one leads to the cathedral. Oh. A life scene from 1930. Oh, cool. And here it is. You can see clearly that the front has been redone.
So now we go. This is just the facade.
And it is large again, I can't fit it in the frame. I think I can go in. Let's see. The ceiling is spectacular. This is not the hall. This is only one of the chapels. That's where you go to confess your sins. I am fascinated by these ceilings. I think it's a mixture of Baroque and something else. Well, this was the first cathedral in Spain, too, where they did not impose a big charge for tourists to go in and visit it. And I think that's how it should be. Any place of worship, no matter what religion, open to all people. I know that tourism is a bit of a plague sometimes, but I'm sure things can be done in a way that is not, I don't know, I don't want to use an inappropriate word, but in a nice way. Let's just leave it to that. Just like here, people went in, had a look around. Some of them decided to sit down, pray, or just reflect, and that's nice. Okay, you can see it's so large, so we only saw a little part of it. And now coming to this side, I have just spotted something. Okay, I'll try and go in there as well, but before I do, I believe this pinkish or peach colored building is the Archbishop's Palace. The other side of it was prettier and I missed showing you that. Sorry, I'm going back down. And the square. and I spoke too soon. So ticket price is €6. Okay. I'll have a peek, but I am not paying to go and see. Okay, they're really well set up. As soon as you open the door, the ticket booth is there. There's also a side thing, so you can't at all into the cathedral. So my initial joy has gone up in smoke. That's that. Let's leave it and continue somewhere else. I just found a shop that sells teas, and this one, Esencias de Granada, reminds me of something we drank in Canterbury that was called a sangria tea, and I think it had very similar components. And I bought some. I didn't do much shopping, neither do I intend to, but when I buy something I want it to be something special that will remind me of the places I've seen. I like this. A bit tricky to film in spaces where there's a lot of people. Then others want to take photos. Another one of these tiny alleys. Ooh, I just spotted something. Can you see? That roasting machine. Look at those big plump chickens. A fancy schmancy place with oysters and champagne. Oh. Okay, so that tower that's covered, that's part of the cathedral. And I'm just wandering around. Other than I know that I am by the cathedral, I have no idea of anything. But I do like doing things like this. It's an interesting way of discovering stuff when you just bump into something you did not expect, or you wanted to see but you didn't know when you're gonna get there. Pretty. I found something to do. One of these little tour thingies, which is gonna take us around town, see the most important parts. Now you can imagine that on the cobbled roads, this is gonna be a lot of fun. That's a beautiful church. Well, this little train thing is so squeaky. It squeaks your brains out. Mira la oficina de correo. Mira la oficina de correo. I don't know what it says. It's very pretty. It's rather mad. This little thing is much crazier than I thought it's gonna be. A lot of graffiti everywhere. Some of it is really good. here in the Alhambra area. I'll be coming back here tomorrow. I can't wait to see this.
Parada 1, Alhambra, taquillas, stop number 1. Esta es la parada de la Alhambra, parada 1, Alhambra. Parada 1B, stop 1B, Puerta de la Justicia, Palacio Nazaríes, Palacio Carlos V.
As we pass so many tiny little streets as Emmys, I don't get to see much, only when we're in more open spaces. This is beautiful. I'm coming here tomorrow. I've been dreaming about it for so long. Quite noisy as well, so I'm not sure what's gonna be audible on the video. I feel like I'm on a mini roller coaster. Oh my. Okay, I got to swap seats because some other people got off and now I'm on the other side. Hopefully a better side because this so far has been more or less of a nightmare. This was not a good idea. I thought I'm doing something good, but I'm gonna stay on it because it's going all the way around the city and at least I'll have a visual what's where thingy going on in my brain. Now there were more interesting things on the other side. Finally a wider road. Shaky, shaky. Oh, nice little square. There's a lookout point there. I'm sure it looks nice. Can't see much from here. There is a view over the city. Okay, that's Silesian Church on Mock Street. Fighting arena, which is there. Had enough. Something beautiful is behind there. This was the little train or bus or whatever you want to call it. It has 3 carriages. Oopsie, let me just get here. And I've been shaken and stirred, but mostly disappointed by it. I believe I'm quite an easygoing person and tend not to complain much, only when I'm tired. And now I'm not that tired yet. But this was just crazy. I think it was the worst sightseeing tour I've ever been on. It's okay, I'll just leave it to that. You practically see very little because when they drive like crazy. When they stop, all the stops are in places where you can't really see much. And then they oversell the tickets. And yeah, people can't get on. So if you do decide to get off, then you risk on not being able to get back on. Anyway, that's that. Been there, done that. Haha! I have been in Spain for a week now, and this is the first time I'm having churros con chocolate. Can't wait to try it. It's too hot, but it's yummy. Do you want to have your mind blown? Dun, dun, dun. Ta-da! Look at that. The Alhambra Palace, well, the complex. And the city, it's a bit hazy.
Penguin watching her stuff. I'm penguining them.
And it's done a little bit like on Santorini.
Are they cute? Yeah. Yeah, point. Yeah, that's cute.
There.
Yeah, this is my favorite. Oh, cute.
Okay, from the view of all views, we are here in San Nicolas Square, full of people and music, and there is this beautiful church as well, which of course is called the Church of St. Nicholas. Sadly, it's very hazy today, so the spectacular sunset we were expecting, it's not gonna happen because you can see it's like a mist sort of thing, but it's not really, I'm not quite sure, it's just hazy, but it's still very beautiful and I'm so happy I'm here. And tomorrow the big exploration of the fabulous Alhambra Palace complex, and General Life Gardens. Can't wait. Let's see if we can go inside. I'm not sure how you get in. I'll have a look. I think there's different singers. Okay, the sun is there, but it's very hazy. Obviously, as the earth moves and the sun moves, you can't guarantee where the sunset will be. Found it. Yeah, but even like if it would be above the Alhambra, I'm sure the view would be wow, but not the full-on effect. Anyway, I'm happy to be here, and after that little tour bus, this has lifted my spirits. Let's listen to these singing gitanos. They're good. Higher mountains there in the distance, but as I said, it's very hazy. Okay, one more look. And we can see more of Granada from here as well. Okay, that's it from here, I think. Back to you. I came back to the sunset and then I just spotted something I've seen a photo about. This construction, I believe it's a water reservoir. Some clever contraption they made centuries ago to store water, because like everywhere in Andalusia, water is always a problem. Well, yeah, there we go, the front of it. We can't peek inside it, but I'm sure there's still water in it. And let's see the church from here as well. And goodbye, people. Now you can tell the difference that we are high up in a mountainy area, because though it was 30, I think 33 or 34 today in the daytime, now it's much cooler. And people are wearing cardigans and jackets, well, some, and I didn't bring any. And I can feel that the evening chill is beginning, and this is the first since I've been in Andalusia for a week. Alright, I'll pick it up from somewhere else, because I'm sure there's plenty more things to show you. I am in the little square of Santa Anna. There's a little fountain and the tourist group, of course. And here's the church. It's named after her. I stayed in the street just beside it, so it's quite central, close to the Alhambra, which was amazing. I highly recommend you go check out those videos. I had a lovely day spent there, and now I'm just wandering around exploring again randomly. I just thought, why not go and see the streets nearby. The old town of Granada is just amazing. I just spotted a museum there, Museum of Archives or something like that. And this church is actually quite large. And then there's a bridge, and there's a little river And I don't know what it's called, I didn't look that up. But it's nice to see water because in Malaga the river has run away, there's no water in it. I've been on this road when I did that crazy little tour. And though it looks like it's a pedestrian thingy, oh my, it was going through it like crazy. There's a flamenco place. I'll miss out on that here. I do not have time for it because the shows are in the evening. Just these old buildings are all so beautiful to me. Oh wow, look at that on the other side. I'm loving it when people, even older ladies, take posy photos. She was giving her directions on how to look and stuff. I found that really sweet. I generally don't like this, but when specific people do it, then I find it endearing. And just look at that view. Pretty. Now, what did I tell you? Cars just... everybody needs to squeeze to the sides to let them pass. And I'm just looking and thinking that this bridge, as well as many others, have been here for a very, very long time. And another bridge. Okay, I'm just including this because it is a pomegranate, or Granada, like the name of the place. Okay, came from there, and like everywhere you have all these little alleys going up and down. That's part of an old gate thing they had, but not a lot is left. What are you guys? Very tall. I assume this is another church or church and convent. There used to be loads of those. I guessed right. It is a convent, Convento de Zafra. The widow of a dude called Zafra built it, had it built. Well, taken over rather, in the early 1500s. And what I find funny that here, for that time period, they call it the modern era. Different countries, different ways of putting things. Well, and here, Tataram, above us, can you guess what it is? It's the Alhambra, a part of it. This part is the Alcazaba, the fortress and military bit. I don't know if you can see, but there's people in the towers. And I was there yesterday. I'm loving the sound of the little river. Granada is absolutely beautiful. I have a few hours left before I'm taking the bus back to Malaga. So I'll explore as much as I can. But I'm carrying my backpack, which is not fun. So I also need to take it easy. Okay, this is the archaeology museum. I'll see if I have time to come back here later. Don't know. But I'm making it up as I go along. Just wanted to have a peek at this other church. Statues up there, they look like Peter and Paul. €2 entrance fee. Are you hiding? I want to see you. Well, you can't climb that, can you? They knew where to build. Must include sunflowers because their amazing scent has drew me here. I'm not sure what they are, a type of jasmine. They smell really lovely. Cuckoo! And another view of views. Huh. I imagine living there, perched on the side of the mountain. Time for a late breakfast, just next to the view I showed you earlier. A different pattern on the pavement. I suppose that there's a reason. It helps you climb, have a grip on your steps. Okay, I have just arrived to a new beautiful spot. It is called Palacio de la Cordova, or Cordova Palace. Let's explore. Oh, I'm already loving all the greenery. I think it's in the same style as some of the other bits. Oh, look at that. Sorry, crazy filming again, because I'm spinning around as I only have 2 eyes instead of 20. There's also like a little orchard. And of course it's pomegranate trees. They have become my new favorites. Let's have a look at them. They're in the process of ripening. And beautiful tall cypress trees everywhere. Okay, let's see. So lovely, and you can hide from the heat of the sun. Okay, it looks open, so let's go and see. Hello, lions. Your face is a little bit used up, but yeah, you're still cute. And one of these typical beautiful mosaic thingies. And there's that house I was showing you from the other side. And look, a little squirrel. Hello. I have not seen squirrels yet here, and you're one of those dark brown reddish ones. I've seen acorns on the floor, so look, I saw that it has one in its mouth and it's burying it away. You are such a treat. Hello, little darling. Oh, you're super fast. Oh, and from the ground to looking high above again, views of the corner of the Alhambra. Alright, let's go inside. Massive doors. Beautiful. Okay, the typical building style with the interior courtyard. Beautifully decorated doors. They're all different. Okay, sorry, the shade is playing with me. A larger fountain, and then there is one in the middle. does not have water running now. I assume these are faces of real characters of that time. Oh, look at this one. It's funny. This one is more serious. This one is, oh, I get to wear my new helmet. And that one is, I had enough of battles. And then we have the pomegranate above him. We can go up. I found a treasure chest. Look, how pretty is that? And you're up. Municipal archives in there. So beautiful. And back down again. And let's see what else is here. It has a garden part. I came on the left. Let's go on the right now. I just spotted on the corner, on the top of the colonnade, what looks like a griffin. Huh. So many nice little nooks and crannies where you can hide. And this is why I like wandering. You never know what you'll get to discover as you wander around. And should you think I have a session with the Alhambra, you might be right, but please allow me this temporary madness. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to have seen it, and I just delight staring at it. And one of the side gates. And goodbye, Palace of Cordova. I'm climbing up a hill. My legs are still aching from yesterday. And the best treatment is to keep going. A college. It is hotter than yesterday was. And I'm feeling this climb. Now I'm gonna take a right here. And in this direction, I'm going purposefully. It's the neighborhood of Sacromonte, which is like the gypsy corner, not corner, gypsy neighborhood. And it's famous for the tablao of flamenco and all that. And also what they call the cave houses. Guess what can we see through the grates? Beautiful. Yet again. Just so you have an idea how up and up this place is.
Te lo permito, te lo permito.
Estoy en edad para ser madre. Por la edad.
Okay, I think these are some. I can see Cueva del Paulo, Cueva de las Amayas, Fundadores de los Zambros. Must be some sort of, I don't know, I assume like a singing dancing group or something like that. And wow, I can see what's coming. Again. Now, as I was coming up all through these walls, in the little nooks and crannies, I could see little messages written by people. Some were lovesick things I've seen before, I've not shown you. Some are very sweet like this one. I want all my girls to come up with your smile. And then cheesy ones. Obviously most of them are written by girls. in my opinion, by judging by the handwriting. And there's more. And I'm back showing you this for no other reason that you remember that white building was very high up. And now I am higher than it is. So, yippee! I have done my high walk for the day. And then we have the mountain. And I'm not gonna go any further. Just rest here a bit in the shade. It's not fun. As I said, I'm carrying my backpack. Oh, hello, doggo. Please be friendly. Dog is not happy. I am back in the center, in the cathedral area. I'm not sure what this building is, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, it belongs to the University of Granada, and it's called La Madrasa, which in Arabic means school. So obviously, during the Arab times, this must have been a place of study. Some of the old tiles. And here we have most definitely not Arabic motifs, some bishops, but we have the pomegranates. You're not allowed to go. There's an amazing cupola there. Okay, this is the part that is absolutely beautiful. I just read that it was founded in 1349 by Yusuf I, who was the Emir of Granada at the time. Oh, I'm just loving these detailed decorations. Shame we are not allowed to see more of it. But again, I was just passing by. I had no idea what I'm looking at. And ta-da! You can see the same motifs as in the Alhambra. And obviously this is the inner courtyard, and then you had the rooms going all around, and then you had that opening at the top. Okay, this was another random lovely discovery, and some of the old wall painting. And let's go find something else. Old style photo taking. Okay, you can see how it's developing. Okay, I think this beautiful building is the Royal Chapel of Granada. Okay, I think the light is better now. It looks impressive as well. It can be visited, but no photos or video is allowed, so that's a no from me. I thought I've been here before, but no, I've been on the other side streets. So, nice. Yet again, we have the floor beautifully done. There are very many souvenir shops, but when they have an entrance like this, then you can't really complain, can you? And I think we can go and explore a little bit.
This, yes.
Little hidden gems. Oh look, and more side streets. Sorry, I'm like a kid in a candy store and I discovered something. It is just so interesting how all these were built. Oh, by the way, we are in the old Arab quarter, so it all makes sense. And then you have these old mosaics. Oopsie. By the doors, which are absolutely beautiful. And then tiny little streets. Okay, let's see. All of it with beautiful arabesque decorations. And suddenly we are in Morocco. Look at that. Some of the typical flamenco dresses and scarves. I looked it up before I started filming. They're gorgeous. And the hair paraphernalia, again, beautiful. And of course the fans and more hairpins and stuff. And of course you must have it for the little ones as well. And another street. And another street. I feel like I'm in the most civilized bazaar I've ever been into. People don't hassle you. Buy this, buy that. I'm sure you recognize the music. Alright, I have been to this plaza before, Bimb Rambla, but I came around on the other side. Because I recognize this fountain. I showed it to you earlier. Okay, I just wanted to show you this. So you see the opening and closing times in many shops. Siesta still exists. Usually there is a gap of 3 to 4 hours in midday time. Well, not midday, later, because it's too hot. And they still close shops. And not just shops, but other things that you can visit as well. Now, I'm taking again a guess on where I'm going. I'm hoping to find a park, because it would be nice to say it's somewhere in the shade. It's hot. Another typical building with the blinds and all. And look, even these sidewalk and road separators are in the shape of the pomegranates. Okay, more modern looking street. And it looks like I found a little park, so I'll find a little hiding place here. It is a small one, and looks like all the benches are taken. I'll hope to find one. Of course, there's a little water fountain. Found one. I can just chuck my backpack off and enjoy some tranquility. It's been a busy day so far. I walked a lot. I need a bit of a respite. My last meal in Granada. This is not a typical local dish, paella, but I was craving rice, so it also reminds me of Valencia. Hope it tastes nice. The paella was nice, but incomparable to a real one. What I mean by real one, the ones originally made in Valencia, neither the taste or the quality was comparable, but it was nice, a nice rice dish. So, not mourning. Well, my time in Granada is slowly coming to an end. I am walking to find a bus stop and get myself to the bus station and journey back to Malaga, or Malaga. Sorry, that's how you say it. Anyway, I had a lovely time in this beautiful city. I highly recommend it. Also, in my opinion, 2 days are not enough to see it properly. At least not for people who like to actually see things, not just look at things. You can just run around like a headless chicken, but that's not my way of doing things, and because of that I did not get to see quite a few bits, and I'm hoping that one day I'll have the opportunity to return. And that's it. The wanderings in Granada and here, unless I spot something and I'll add it to the end of the video. Wishing you a lovely day.